It's the Pacers in Indianapolis as we bring you an Eastern Conference contest. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? For Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Welcome to NBA basketball. Taking a look at Milwaukee. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Well, they played extremely well to get this win streak, Kevin, but right now they're in the midst of a game where it might not continue. The team they're facing wants to end the streak that they are on right now.
And the longer the streak goes on, the bigger the target on their back becomes, because when they're facing a tough team like this one, there's added incentive to come out and win.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks, presented by State Farm. Jennings out there with Harden. Then there's Udo. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Sanders in at the 4 slot. And for the Pacers, the front line, Danny Granger, David West, and Roy Hibbert. Bobo out there with Paul George. Now here's Jennings. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke as Scott Skiles. Doris?
We talked about David West and what makes him such a tough player to defend. Coach said, West is special because he's so skilled for a player of his size and strength. He can score inside and also spread the floor with his shooting. He can have a quiet night and still drop 20 and 10. So we've got to stay conscious of him at all times. Guys, we'll see how they do against him.
And thank you for that, Doris. Harris misses.
Still looking for that first two. 0-4 now.
Bobois with the ball. And Jennings picks him up defensively. 17-foot shot on the way. Indiana again missing. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Rockets in Houston.
They came out flat that night and could never really get it going. Not their best effort for sure, Clark.
No, I agree with you. And I thought maybe they could find somebody to come off the bench and give them a spark, but it didn't happen.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. West setting the pick for George. Back to Bobois. The feed to Hibbert. You don't want him. And it's Hibbert missing. The Bucks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
Well, not too much went wrong for them in that one, especially offensively. I think it worked out pretty much just as they had planned.
Yeah, I thought it was an excellent game plan, and they carried it out very effectively. The kind of game that makes a coach proud.
Here's Hibbert after the basket by Milwaukee. Bobois with the ball. And Jennings picks him up defensively. Here's Hibbert. Good on the shot.
Had no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Outside Jennings. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Udo. Drops in the layup for 2. Udo's got his first points of the game. And Bobois kicks to Hibbert. Back to Bobois. Bobois off a pick from Granger. Bobois outside. 6 to shoot. The dish to Granger. Jennings with the steal. Goes up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Sweet finish there, showing you some major strength and the ability to sky.
I rode that elevator right to the top floor.
Explosive hops. I'll tell you what, he can really catch you off guard.
And Bobois kicks to George. Hibbert. Indiana moving the ball around. Bobois outside. He kicks it to Granger. Over Harris. It's rebounded by Udo. Udo's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, very aggressive, too. Keeping the defense off balance with their ball movement. I like the way they look.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the night.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 78% mark.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Pacers trail by 9. Bobois with the ball. Looking for his first bucket of the game. Kicks to George. Back to Bobois. Jennings with the steal. And here's Jennings, the fast break opportunity. Harris. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Bucks have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so here is Indiana. They trail by 11. This is the second meeting of the year against this Bucks team.
Now, the last meeting was a successful one. They were very sharp defensively, causing a lot of turnovers, and that swayed the game in their favor.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. What an easy win for them last time. As Steve mentioned, Clark, the turnover differential was a major factor.
Yeah, I call it disruptive in a word from the defensive standpoint. They were all over them the whole game.
Here's Beaubois, 11 points last game. Dishes it to George. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? That's good. George has got his first points of the night.
You know, he got 1 step ahead of the defense on that one. Excellent job.
Bucks leading by 9. Harden dishes to Sanders. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The Pacers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Granger passes to Beaubois. Back to Granger. There's the 3. And the shot is good. Granger's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Bucks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Jennings kicks to Harris. Sanders with a screen on Granger. Here's Harris. Pacers with the rebound. Here's Beaubois. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Hibbert dishes to Beaubois. Outside, George. From outside the arc, they get the rebound. Nice second effort. Good job staying with it.
Excellent job carving out space under the glass to make that putback possible.
Jennings drives in, and it's good. Jennings has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Hasn't had a whole lot of misses here in the quarter. Very sharp shooting right now. It's fun to watch.
Back to Beaubois. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. Holcomb guarded by Harden. Shot clock at 6. Granger backing him down. Indiana needs to get a shot off. With the clock winding down, that's good for George on the assist by Beaubois. George has got his 2nd basket of the game. Perez, defended by George. It's back to Jennings. Outside Jennings. Gooden the pass to Harden. Beaubois pulls it in.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. 9 feet out. The pass to George. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, he's an exciting young player. almost 6'10", great athleticism, length, dynamic finisher at the rim, and he can guard multiple positions defensively.
And you know what, Steve? His growth defensively has been just as impressive. He uses that length to great advantage, contesting shots and coming away with deflections and steals.
And the first one drops. Mahinmi's checked in for the Pacers. Jimmy Fredette comes in for Roddy Beaubois. Cool Hands checked in for the Bucks. And George drops them both. And the Bucks with possession here. Here's Clark against New Orleans, who is really on his game. And Gooden backs in. Back to Harden. He passes it to D'Alembert. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Clark. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Harden, it's good from the top of the key. Harden's got his first points in this one. Pacers trail by 4. Fredette kicks to Mahinmi. George backs in, inside, goes up. The shot by Mahinmi, no good.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Indiana making some changes. Yarebko's checked in for Granger. And it's Green in for Paul George. And then for Milwaukee, Tinsley's checked in. And Henson subbed in for Drew Gooden. Now here is Barbosa. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Shot is no good.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Here's Green. Here's Mahinmi. Can't hit. The Bucks go the other way with it. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. You look at Fredette, he's absolutely deadly from outside. And of course, Brandon Jennings. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They gotta find something, you're right. And Green gets it to go. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Clark, looking for his first bucket of the game. And Henson kicks to Clark. Barbosa. That's good. And the Bucks lead by 4. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now, here is Fredette. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Outside, Green. Lets it go with the 3. That is good. Green's got 5 now.
You cannot back that far off of a guy. I mean, I don't care who he is. These guys are pros. They all can shoot. D up.
Here's Clark, averaging 26 points a game. Feeds it to Barbosa. Pass to Clark. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 17. The shot no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Fredette kicks to Mahinmi. Barbosa with the steal. 4-on-3 break. Clark dishes to Barbosa. It's on target from the high post. Barbosa's got his second basket of the night. Fredette, the pass to Green. He dishes it to Fredette. Back to Green. The feed to Fredette. Fires the 3. Down low. Here's Mahinmi. And that one's good.
Gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
Here's Clark. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. The Bucks making a switch here.
Kevin, here we can get a good look at Indiana and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. Second in scoring, second in assists, and they're number 2 in steals. A very aggressive team in going after the ball.
And I think what's most impressive when you talk about those points per game is the fact that they're spreading it around. This is a very unselfish team. They work to get good shots every time down the floor, and they become a very efficient offensive team.
Now here is Barbosa. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the drop step, and that one's good. Clark's got his first bucket of the night. Pacers trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Vesely, and blocked. George against Barbosa. Here's Clark. Dishes it to Udo. Pulls it up. Shot misses. So Indiana will take it the other way.
They are setting the tone here early with their work on the boards.
Yeah, only a moderate advantage here, a slight one, but as the game wears on, it's one they'll definitely look to build on.
David West, he's checked in for Vesely. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Jennings is checked in. West kicks to George. Bobois outside. From the line, and the shot is good. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Clark. He's covered by Bobois. Clark dishes to Jennings. Pass to Barbosa. The 3. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Jennings has got 3 assists tonight. Pacers trail by 4. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first. Outside, George. Fires from the line, and that one's good.
That jump shot's like a layup for him when the defense backs off like that.
Here's Clark. There's a screen. Makes the lead pass. West with the steal. Here's Bobois. Can't get it to go. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Bucks on top, up 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Start your new year with the NBA.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Clark, he's in at point guard. Gooden is out there with D'Alembert. Then there's Barbosa, and it's Harris in at the small forward. Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Well, guys, cool hands in the last outing against the Hornets had a huge game. He finished with 33 points and also did some work on the defensive end by swatting away a few shots. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
And Doris, that really was a phenomenal performance.
You know what, Kevin? Anytime you bring it like that, you raise the bar on yourself. The key is to not get too hyped on past performances. Today, focus on this game right here, right now.
Yeah, but he's going to have a hard time forgetting that one because that was one of the best performances you'll ever see.
There's the dish to D'Alembert. He kicks to Barbosa. Three-pointer. And it's Barbosa, again missing. Indiana trailing here. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
A lot of interesting stuff going on around the league, and I'll tell you, the game I have my eye on is the Clipper matchup. That should be a good one.
6 to shoot. Holcomb covered by Barbosa. It's Clark with the rebound.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
Out to Harris. Kicks it to Clark. He's covered by Bobois. Clark, the pass to Harris. Dishes to Clark. Over Bobois. No up. Good D by Bobois. Pacers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The pass to Green. Over Harris. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Bucks have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Clark. Ripped away. On the wing, Bobois. Shot is blocked. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
You know, he may lack grace, but his length makes up for it. He can still throw it down now.
Well, you don't have to be a fantastic leaper when you're his size.
Well, it's too bad because with a little more athleticism, can you imagine how dangerous he'd be underneath the boards?
Both teams will make substitutions. George against Harden, and George kicks to Mahinmi. It's stolen by Udoh. Harden left side. Sanders dishes to Udoh. Harden for the 3. The rebound by Paul George.
Solid advantage in the rebounding totals for them so far here.
You know, in every game, but particularly in a close game, every little advantage you can use helps, and they're certainly enjoying one on the glass here.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Granger. Beyond the arc. And that one's good. Granger's got 6.
His offensive game is so refined, guys. Extremely well developed in just about every aspect.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. It's back to Jennings. Takes the 3. Cannot hit. The Pacers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Andrade. Fredette from past the arc. He feeds it to Granger. Passes it to George. Right side, George. Second chance shot, and he hits the jump shot.
Something they'd like to see more of him more often, that's for sure.
Bucks trail by 3. Harden outside. He passes to Udoh. Jennings lets the 3 fly. Jennings can't get that one to fall. Sanders' shot is off.
Excellent, really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Fredette gets the bucket. The Bucks should... They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Feeds to Sanders. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Here's Fredette. Granger up top. Gives him the lead pass. Jennings with the steal. And here's Jennings, the fast break opportunity. That's good. Now just a 1-point Pacer lead.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Well, defense starts at the rim. I mean, you want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
And some changes here for the Pacers. David West, he's checked in for Mahinmi. Vesely comes in for Danny Granger. And it's Bobo in for Jimmer Fredette. The fader. No good from Clark.
Typically, he's pretty dependable on those open jump shots.
The baseline J. Here's West. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Pacers lead by 3.
You know, with the way they've dominated the glass so far, I'm a little surprised it's still a close game.
Yeah, you've got to take advantage. I mean, you're getting extra possessions, but you're not knocking down shots.
Here's Bobois. And there's the rejection. Timeout called the Bucks. And now let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players. Shooting guards who can rebound with the big boys. Paul George on top. 4th, James Harden. Bucks trail by 5. To the middle. Stolen by Vesely. Andrade. He's guarded by Jennings. Here's George. Gets the bucket. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They continue to barrel their way inside, and when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of their last 10 coming inside.
And they will call over the back on the play.
Not much doubt about that over-the-back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Tobias Harris. A fadeaway. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot.
Now Tinsley. He dishes it to Clark. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Stolen by Vesely. Now the Pacers moving it up. Pull up Jay. A nice shot by George. George has got 10 points in the game.
This is a very steady performance offensively for him.
Here's the screen. It's stolen by Boban. And now West running the floor all by himself.
That's turning good defense into quick offense, Clark.
And that's the way to operate. Get up the court quickly. Don't waste any time. Whenever you have a chance to go, go fast.
Clark the pass to Henson. Now the feed to Clark. It's up a 3, and the basket good. He's got 5.
And there he goes. He didn't get a 3 in the first, but starting to look for it here.
Pacers leading by 6. Now Bobois averaging 16 points a game. Outside, George. To the inside. Vesely kicks it to West. That's good. West has got 6 points in the quarter.
Seems to be getting better as this game goes on.
Here's Clark. He's covered by Bobois. Here's Henson. Blocked. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
I got a moment here. Let's take a look at Brandon Jennings and see where his numbers rank. 3rd in three-point shooting, 10th in free throw percentage, and he's in the top 15 in points per game. So he's a guy you have to account for defensively.
And that three-point field goal percentage of his, splendid. I mean, absolutely terrific. He's been perfect in his form. When he decides to let it fly, it's a thing of beauty.
And George kicks to Bobois. West inside, gets it to go. And it's a 10-point Pacer lead.
Now they'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can get, guys.
Here's Clark. David West grabs the miss. West has got his 5th rebound in this one.
He may want to start spreading the ball around a little bit. His shot is off right now.
The Bucks working the ball around. No good from Clark.
Boy, they've been all over the glass. Big advantage in the rebound totals.
Yeah, that's really carried them in this one, guys. I mean, those one-and-dones have really set a nice tone and let them establish this lead.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Bucks trail by 12. Pass to Harden. There's the dish to D'Alembert. That's good. D'Alembert has got 6 points.
And he's starting to pick things up here after a tough first quarter.
He kicks it to Hibbert. Kicks to Green. Quick move inside. And yes, sir, that one drops. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
Now they've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Steven, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
Harden, there's the block. Bobois with the ball. This is to Urepto. It's Bobois on the wing. Teardrop shot, and that one's good. Beaubois got his second basket of the night.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Well, anytime you can make more than half your shots, Clark, you take that any day of the week.
One shot. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Danny Granger is checked in for Indiana. That free throw good from Beaubois. Bucks trail by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Barbosa kicks to Sanders. And a strong finish with two hands.
Ammonia strong finish right there, partner. You hear me? That was ammonia strong.
Yeah, ripped it down with two hands.
That's about as high percentage as you can get.
1:33 left now here in the second. Clock at 6. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And the Bucks, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Barbosa. Danny Granger pulls it in. Pacers leading by 13. 1:05 left here in the second. Goes up the baseline. Goes back up. Udo with the block. And here's Jennings. He's got 8. It's stolen by Beaubois. Fast break. Here we go. The finish.
I like the awareness they had there. Guys were headed out on the break the instant the steal was made.
And they got the easy bucket because of it.
Jennings dishes to Udo. And the pass to Sanders. Passes it to Barbosa. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Bucks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Free throw drops for Barbosa. Some changes for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Hibbert. Paul George comes in for Urebko. And it's Jimmer Fredette in for Roddy Beaubois. Tobias Harris is checked in for Milwaukee. And Barbosa drops them both. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here is Fredette. Back to Granger. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
The try by Jennings gets it to go. Jennings has got 10 points in the game.
That's grace over power, guys. With that finger roll, gets him 2 points. Impressive stuff.
And that does it for the first half of play. Pacers lead by 11. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's Boxing Day, and we've got some bargains for you right here on the Halftime Report. The Pacers are in the lead out in Indiana against Milwaukee. Right now, they're in second place in the conference standings. Some great work out there by Paul George. He's got 10 points and also has contributed with his passing, making some assists. For the Bucks, they haven't had the same luck. Defensive rebounding, a big problem right now. They just can't control their own backboard. Not a lot of production from Cool Hands yet. His shot has been hitting everything but the net. Just hasn't found the mark. Thanks so much for spending halftime with me. Now let's head on back out to Kevin and the gang.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Been a very solid outing for George. He's got 10 points and several assists. I think that was as productive a first half as he could have hoped for.
Yeah, he really came out looking strong right from the opening whistle.
A Toll bunch at 2, 3, and 4, George, Granger, and West. Bobo out there with Roy Hibbert. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Hits the jumper. Hibbert's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pacers.
Attacking the paint again and again.
You know, they're getting whatever they want. I mean, 8 straight points coming inside.
Jennings with the ball. He's picked up by Bobois. Bobois against Jennings. Hits the three-point bomb. Jennings has got 13.
That's all the space he needs, guys. He'll make you pay every time if you give him that shot.
Here's Bobois. Left side, George. Back to Bobois. Shoots over Jennings. Can't get it to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
No question about it, guys. He's been one of their best performers today.
Bobois, the pass to Hibbert. Granger, guarded by Harris. Granger outside. He feeds it to West. On the wing, George. Unloads from 13. And the jumper falls for him. George has got 12 in the game. Bucks trail by 10. Outside Jennings. He passes to Sanders. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings.
Well, I like the way it looks to start the second half here. I mean, 3 straight makes to kick it off. Nice.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Back to Granger. Fires from deep. Milwaukee with the rebound. Now Harden. Right now averaging 15 points a game. Here's Udo. Here's Harris. Granger with the defensive effort.
Now still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3 even before that miss.
Feeds to George. Shoots over Jennings. That doesn't go either for George. Bucks trail by 8. Jennings kicks to Sanders. He is hauled in by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Hibbert. Rebounded by the Bucks. Udo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. He dishes it to Jennings. Over Granger. And again, the Bucks miss. Pacers leading by 8. And he throws it down with one hand.
Pretty significant laps there on the defensive end, guys.
Yeah, those are the ones you just can't allow that.
No, if you're giving up dunks and layups defensively, you're in huge trouble.
Timeout called the Bucks.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
And here on the 2K leaderboard are the teams with the quickest hands in the league. Second, the Pacers.
Yeah, you can't make a lazy pass against this club. I mean, they'll turn it into a steal nearly every single time.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Harden kicks to Jennings. The feed now to Harris. It's back to Jennings. On the top of the key. That is good. Jennings has got 7 points for the quarter. The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Indiana. And, of course, there's the Bucks. Down 5 spots from them.
You know, looking at the Bucks, they've got to be wondering how they slipped from being an elite team last year to just a middle-of-the-road team this year.
Well, the bottom hasn't dropped completely out from under them. I mean, this is still a team with plenty of talent, so there's time for them to put it together. But there should be a sense of urgency at this point. They've got to get things rolling here.
Here's Udo, and again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And now 6 of their last 10 points from mid-range.
Yeah, jump shot really serving these guys pretty well.
They get it back. Bucks trail by 8. Jennings with the ball. West picks him up. Here's the step back. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
You know, if their plan was to keep going inside a ton, it sure has paid off. I mean, it seems like every bucket they get is in the lane.
Well, no reason to take an outside shot if you're scoring at will from inside the paint.
Take a look at what Granger's done. He's got 10 points, and a couple of three-pointers have gone down for him, too.
Yeah, he's looked good letting it fly from deep. I wouldn't put it past him to have even more success from out there before this one is said and done, Clark.
The free throw drops for Granger. And the Bucks with some changes. Gooden comes in for Udo. And Cool Hands subbed in for Brandon Jennings. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, you love having him at the line, and he's certainly living up to that reputation tonight.
Here's Clark. He's covered by Bobois. Takes it up. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got his third bucket of the night.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
And Bobois kicks to Hibbert. George. Hibbert with a screen for George. From 13, Green for 2 points. George has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks down there.
Left side, George goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Man, oh man, finishing with flavor.
Yeah, he put something extra on that one, you're right.
And the bench going wild, guys. They love it. What an amazing dunk.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Bobois with the ball. 7 points in the game. Outside, George. The dish now to Hibbert. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With 1 on the clock. Granger misses.
He's really struggling in this quarter right now. They need to think about getting the ball out of his hand.
Harden, Granger covering. Harden dishes to Clark. Hits the jumper in space. Clark's got 9. Pacers leading by 8. Here's Bobois. Back to Granger. Over Harris. Another miss by Granger.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
Harden against Hibbert. From 18 feet away, Harden can't hit.
They really need to start looking elsewhere, guys, because he can't get anything to go.
Here's George. Another shot. Here's Hibbert, and he lays it straight in. Hibbert's got 6.
You know, in the NBA, you got to hustle on every single play, and they're not doing that right now.
No, you got that right. They're giving up second chance points left and right here.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And on the year, he's shooting an average number at the line, about 73%.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress. That was a nice, strong one-hand jam there.
Yeah, brought it back and ripped it down.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's nice.
Pass to Green. Hibbert hits the bucket.
Well, they got it to go that time, and the second chance points really proving to be a major factor.
Yeah, you know what? And I think offensive rebounding sometimes is a bit undervalued, but those extra possessions sure do help.
Jennings gets it to go. Jennings has got 21 in the game.
Wow, you really have to sit back and admire what this guy is doing for his team right now. They're down, yet he stepped it up and he's delivered.
And Bobois kicks to Hibbert. Back to Bobois. Kicks it to Green. Brandon Jennings with the rebound. Bucks trail by 9. With the lead pass. It's stolen by Bobois. And here we go with Bobois running it up the court. Off on the layup.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Clark's got 12 points in the game. Pacers leading by 6. Bobois outside. Here's Holcomb. Indiana again missing.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
Beaubois outside. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Beaubois got 4 this quarter.
Wow, where would they be without all these easy points off turnovers?
Well, it certainly has made things a lot easier for him on offense, that's for sure, Steve. You turn a team over, you usually don't have to worry about set defense.
Clark, the pass to Jennings. No good. And Indiana will come the other way.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple. Jennings
with the steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Barbosa. Blocked. Now here's Beaubois. He's got 9. Green with the ball. And Jennings picks him up defensively. Green kicks to Granger. Lets it go. And the jumper is on the mark. Granger's got 14 points for the game. Here's Barbosa. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks to Clark. Dishes it to D'Alembert. Gets it to go.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
And Beaubois kicks to Hibbert. Back to Beaubois. Granger outside. Good. Granger's got 8 points in the quarter. Bucks trail by 10. Passes to Barbosa. And there's the pass to Clark. Drop steps. Pacers with the rebound. Granger's got 6 rebounds here tonight. He feeds it to Green. Barbosa with the steal. Here's Clark, guarded by Green. Easy shot, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
After a subpar first half, I like the way he's been much more aggressive here in the second, finding a way to hit his shots and get more shots.
Beaubois with the ball, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Here's Green. Gets it to go. Green's got 11 points. 52 seconds left to play here in the third. Barbosa dishes to Clark. Back to Barbosa. To the middle. Tipped. Jennings. Udo. Jennings can't get it to go.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Here's Green. Rebounded by the Bucks. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Clark kicks to Jennings. From downtown, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
That three-point percentage is terrific here in the second half. It could be a big factor if they stay this hot.
Yeah, they're going to have a chance to get back into this game if they can continue to shoot the ball like this.
Hibbert hits the bucket. Hibbert's got 9 points in the quarter. And so it's Milwaukee with it. 9-point game. Here's Clark. It could go, and no good trying to get that one. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Pacers. They lead by 9.
It's a special new...
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has a report on our Sprite uncontainable game. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, it was the stretch by the Pacers that garners the uncontainable game today. They had a defense that simply couldn't be solved, and it was all that they needed in order to build a lead. That effort will be needed for one more period if they want to get the win.
Doris, thanks. And I think we can all agree the whole flow to their game sort of gelled at that point. Don't you think, Steve?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Kevin. Everything came together for them all at once. I mean, their shots started dropping one after another at one end, and then at the other end, they went into lockdown mode defensively.
Yeah, it was truly a good stretch for them, Steve. All they needed were a few things to kind of click into place, and then they were rolling on all cylinders.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Clark in at point guard. Sanders out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Gooden, and it's Harden in at the 2. Roddy Beaubois is checked in for Jimmer Fredette. And that one misses. Pacers leading by 4. And Beaubois kicks to Granger. Drills the baseline jumper. And the Bucks, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Clark. And that one's good. Clark's got 16 points here in the second half.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Feeds it to Granger. This one for 3. And Sanders pulls it down. Sanders has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Here's Gooden. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Now the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face. Couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Beaubois, the pass to Ureco. Chance now to check out the schedule for Milwaukee. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. That's good from Ureco.
Yet to miss a free throw here in the second half, guys.
And you love that efficiency from the foul line, Steve. Really can help you maintain a lead and win a game.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Udo's checked in for Gooden. And it's Jennings in for James Harden. Clark. From down in the low post, it goes. Clark's got 18 points just in the second half.
He's got the touch they needed here as this one goes down to the wire.
Yeah, absolutely. He's 4 for 4, and he knows they need every basket. I would look for them to continue to get the ball in his hands.
There's the pick. Here's George. Gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 4.
That's 4 of their last 5 buckets now coming in the paint area.
And they're in attack mode right now, barreling in there with bad man intentions.
Clark dishes to Harris. He passes to Udo. He dishes it to Clark. There's the feed to Jennings. And another basket for Milwaukee.
My goodness, he's knocking down everything he looks at.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Beaubois outside. Back to George. Right side George. Just 4 to shoot. Over Harris. The dish to Ureco. Indiana moving it around. And Beaubois kicks it to West. Here's Holcomb. Jams it straight down.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, that's good stuff there. He's able to play well above the rim, but the execution really got him that look.
Here's Clark. He's covered by Beaubois. Sanders. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Ureco's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Now here's Beaubois. He's covered closely. And David West gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
A little overeager right there. Left his feet too early.
And if you're already boxed out, you got to try to work to get around. Otherwise, it's a surefire foul.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Hibbert comes in for David West. And it's Granger in for Ureco. Here's Clark. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Clark's got 11 points in the quarter.
He's just been dominant, trying to dig his team out of the hole.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Bobois outside. Left side, George. That doesn't go either for George. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. And a chance now to check out the schedule for Indiana. They host the Clippers after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
Big game for the Hawks today, guys. You know their fans are hoping they can pull that one out.
That free throw good from Granger. The Pacers making a switch here. Mahimi's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Clark. Kicks it to Udo. Pass to Harris. Dishes it to Clark. He kicks it to Jennings. Passes it to Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sanders. The rebound by Paul George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Granger backing him down. Fades. It's hauled in by Harris. The Bucks have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the 4th quarter. Terrific shooting. Here's Clark. And again, the Bucks miss.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yep, I thought so too, Clark.
Granger drives in. Good. Granger's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, the D just letting them go inside with impunity. Way too easy.
That's 10 of their last 12 points now in the paint area.
Here's Clark. Now the pass to Udo. Uncovered. They grab their own miss. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Jennings. Harris passes to Clark. Shoots over Bobois. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 27.
Well, he's got the special ability, Kevin, to make shots while being heavily guarded. And I don't know how he does it, but he figures out a way to get the ball in the basket, even under pressure.
And Steve, you know what? He's a forceful finisher, too. I mean, that's something you can't help but notice. I mean, he'll plow right through a defender to throw one down if he has to.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Bobois with the ball. And Jennings picks him up defensively. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
David West, he's checked in for Indiana. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Harden's checked in. Here's Clark, defended by George. Top of the key. David West grabs the miss. West has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Bobois outside. He feeds it to George. They get a hand on it. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Clark. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Clark's got 29 in the game. Pacers leading by 4. Bobois feeds it to George. Backs him down. West inside. Goes up. Out to Bobois. He passes to West. Over Harris. West can't get that one to fall. Bucks trail by 4. Clark kicks to Harden. And there's the feed to Harris. Sanders. Jennings for 3. There's the bucket. Good. He has 29.
And the damage they're doing from three-point range here in the second half is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they're always a threat to spray home some threes now, but not like this.
And Bobois kicks to Granger. He dishes it to Hibbert. Indiana moving the ball away. 5 to shoot. Outside, George for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Jennings has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Not his best quarter. I mean, the shots just haven't fallen for him.
Clark kicks to Jennings. And another basket for Milwaukee.
He's really been the focus of their offensive game plan. And he's come through for his team as they've built this lead.
Bobois with the ball. Back to Hibbert. Leads him in there. George Shot's good. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, you can't just let a team run amok on you inside the paint like that. You got to show some fight and some force.
It's one of my favorite words, Clark, amok. They are running amok. It's time for them to start playing harder defensively.
No good from Clark.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And Beaubois kicks to George. Tries from 16. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, I think sort of just playing this one out now as they get the last rebound. They really haven't had much success today controlling the missed shot.
Clark dishes to Harris. And stolen by Granger. Right side George. Gets the bucket. George has got 12 points here in the second half. Bucks trail by 3. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. You said it, Clark. They haven't really played competitively enough to stay in this game, yet they've been out-rebounded throughout.
No, they haven't completely out-hustled them under the boards today, and that's a concern. I mean, rebounding, as we've talked about many times, Kevin, is about effort and attitude, and we just haven't seen it here.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, exactly, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear-view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Bucks shooting at 51%. Really solid. Here's Clark. He's covered by Beaubois. The 3 from Harden. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Granger's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now the dish to Hibbert. Guarded by Harris. Shoots. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Clark. And nothing is falling for him right now. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch the breath. You're right. Beaubois outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Hibbert. And that one's good. And it's a 9-point Pacer lead.
Looking much more comfortable out on the floor here in the second half.
Here's Clark. He's covered by Beaubois. Harris passes to Clark. Harden outside. There's a good screen. Dishes to Clark. Launches a 3. That's good. Clark's got 32 points in the game.
Big mistake not having more defensive pressure on him out there.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're ahead by 6. There's a minute left to play in the final quarter. And there's the foul. It goes on cool hands. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Now here's Beaubois. Not a lot of room. Beaubois off a pick from Hibbert. Beaubois, that's good. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 assists. The Bucks shooting fairly well in the 4th, around 48%. Here's Clark. He's covered by Beaubois. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Two points here might be all the cushion they need.
Now, you'd think so. I mean, this game is theirs for the taking.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And now we've got the intentional foul. And the first of 2 misses. That's off as well, so he misses both. Milwaukee's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that had to feel good.
Yeah, he exhaled as that one went down.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw misses. Harden with it.
Boy, a three here would be huge.
Yeah, a chance to tie it up and make it even with the game on the line.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
And that'll wrap it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and thanks for tuning in.
You picked up 35 points tonight. Even though your team ended up losing, it was a strong effort offensively. Do you feel like you played well enough to win?
I mean, it doesn't really matter if I feel like I did my part if the team still loses. The stats are nice, and it did feel good to put up the points that I did, but the only stats that count at the end of the day are wins and losses, and we just didn't get it done out there. Period.